So, from my perspective as a secular person who has some general knowledge about the Torah, I studied about it in school, but I always felt that I lacked knowledge and information about it, and I made some research, and this is what I found out about studying the Torah. In general, it's one of the most important precepts for the Jewish people. Studying the Torah includes the Mikra, Mishnah, Gemara, Halacha, Agadah, Kabbalah, and more. And many rabbis wrote some very surprising things about it. The Gemara says about it that the world could not exist without the Torah. The Vilna Gaon kept on studying after the Day of Atonement, for he feared that if everyone would leave the study, the world could not be sustained. Rabbi Chaim from Volozhin wrote that were we to stop studying the Torah even for a moment, the upper and lower worlds would be destroyed. Surprising things, even frightening. Even frightening, but for sure having nothing to do with what I knew about the Torah as a secular person, and also what the leaders of our nation said about it, like, for example, Zalman Shazar said. From its very beginning, the Jewish nation kept the law of teaching their children Torah. The nation kept this law even in the most difficult of times, and back in the days of Rabbi Shimon ben Shattach, as they came back to Israel from the exile, they placed teachers for their children in every city and village, and determined that a city without a teacher is not considered a city. And he also said that everyone together has to pay for the teaching of the Torah, and also David Ben Gurion, he said that Jerusalem shall be the center for studying Torah, culture, and science. And to end with a quote by Bialik, he says, the concept of Torah is truly exalted in the eyes of the nation. It was almost a second reality, abstract and praised, standing at the side or instead of the tangible reality. The Torah was set as the center of the nation's concealed and revealed yearnings. During its exile, Israel and the Torah are one was not just a saying. Someone of a different nation cannot understand or perceive this, since the concept of the name Torah cannot be fully translated. The Torah in this meaning is not merely a religion or faith, neither ethics or mitzvot, the precepts, or merely wisdom, and not even the combination of all these together, but it is an immeasurable, exalted, and mysterious concept that takes its force from the almost top and bottom of the cosmic attainment. So this description, he says that someone from another nation will not understand it. He started studying with Bala Sulam, that's why he writes this way. It's amazing. He says that people of different nations could not understand it, but maybe I and those like me are those who don't understand. People who don't feel those very strong feelings that he has towards the Torah. And therefore we wanted to ask you, as a person who's engaged in and teaches the Torah and its internality for many years now to millions of people, maybe you can help us go into the world of the Torah so we'll also understand what we're missing out on. The general force of the entire reality is called Torah, meaning it's a physical force, spiritual force, upper force, which includes the whole of creation inside of it. We also call it light, that withholds inside it everything which was created beneath, under it, that this force has created it. And it is called Torah. The force of bestowal, the force of love, the developmental force which develops everything which is beneath it. It is a force which has created a desire and developed this desire in different manners, where all the different kinds of desire is actually what fulfills reality, and the light, the so-called Torah, It controls the desire in all of its aspects. All in all, we have two forces. The upper force, the light, the bestowing force, and the lower force, the will to receive. Two things. Therefore, it says that the world was created in the Torah and different other things about it. It speaks about the upper force, which is the giving force. We can call not the force itself, but the source of this force. We call it Boré, creator, or Akadosh Baruch Hu, and different other names. It doesn't matter, it all comes according to our attainment. And we are a result of this force, which is the Torah. The world was created by the Torah. The still, vegetative, animate, speaking in all of its development. All this is a result of the influence of the Torah on the original desire. And what a person has to do when he reaches the correct kind of development is to use the force of the Torah himself in a targeted manner in order to attain the purpose of creation, where part of the way we develop instinctively, that the force of Torah operates us, and part of the way this force is as if on hold, waiting for us to operate it.